Hello, everyone. Rabbi Abe here. I want to talk to you today about how to increase your abundance at any level with something I call mind play. Now, there might be other names for this, but you'll have to listen to see what it's about, and then you can name it whatever you want. Mind play is a way that we can increase our capacity for things because each one of us has a very particular capacity. Look at it this way. We all have a certain level of appetite. So if it takes me, 2 slices of pizza to feel satiated, and someone else has 3 slices and another person has only 1 slice, each one of us have different levels of a capacity to receive. So, of course, one of the main principles that the Kabbalah explains deals with the principle of desire. Each one of us have a spiritual vessel which has a capacity to receive. So we all have desires. I can't see your desire. You can't see my desire. I can't see your fulfillment. You can't see my fulfillment. However, each one of us, according to what our desires actually are, when we understand what a true desire is, we attract those things into our life. That is the tendency. According to our desire, we attract those things that we want. Now, I shouldn't say want, because want is not a desire necessarily. Desire is very specific. Desire is what we have, to use the Kabbalistic phraseology, what we have a true yearning for, what we have a burning desire for. A want is not a burning desire. A want is a want. We all have wants. I want this, I want that. I want $1 million, I want to be happy. I want my soulmate, I want that. We all want, that's wonderful. But seldom do we receive things that we want. But things that we truly have a burning desire for and are willing to do the work and effort in order to achieve it, very few people will not accomplish when those circumstances are being met. But the problem, or the challenge is, I should say, is we have a capacity. Each one of us has a capacity. So the question is, what are we? Are we a 1 slice of pizza, 2 slices, 3 slices? Because if we're 1 slice, we don't want 2, we can't handle 2. And even though I might want more, I won't be able to receive 2 slices. Now, how does that work, emotionally in the real world? Well, if I have a job, let's say paying, $400 a week, okay? It's a lot of money for some, and it's, nothing for maybe other people, not enough. If I have this capacity of $400, I will not make more. How do I know what my capacity is? Well, it's a subtle idea. But what satisfies me? When I feel satisfied, means, this is what I've done, and I am enjoying this, I've reached my capacity. I've probably reached the capacity. And no matter what I do, I will not make more than that. That's my thermostat. My thermostat is $400 a week. Or my thermostat is to meet lots of people, but not marry any of them, not really find the right one. Or how many times I've heard someone say, I keep finding so many amazing deals. At the last minute, it falls apart. What's wrong? Well, your thermostat is not set properly. Or you are feeling satisfied. Now, how does that operate? Well, again, each vessel is designed to be fulfilled. Each one of us has a desire. It's designed to be fulfilled. However, what fulfills it is determined by who? By us. Think about it for a minute. How much fulfillment is there for any given desire? How much fun can you have, let's say, going to the beach? Is there a limit to how much fun you can have? Oh, I had a really great time. Can someone have a better time? Oh, I had an amazing time. Can someone have a better time than that? No, if you follow my example. Where does it end? In other words, where does the energy potential end? Potential of energy, according to the Kabbalist, is infinite. It's not, we can't even measure it. Can only be measured by our capacity to receive it. And how is that determined? And I will tell you simply, by our level of satiation, how satisfied we are with whatever's going on. Now, I don't want us to get the wrong idea. I don't want us to confuse being satisfied with not appreciating, because we must appreciate every moment. Okay? So I hope that's a given, and that must be in place. Appreciation must be there. However, appreciation doesn't mean that I shouldn't want more. You know, I talk to a lot of people, and I have not yet met one truly successful individual that doesn't understand this formula. And I want to share it with you. What is the formula? It's very simple. It sounds simple. It's not necessarily simple to do. What is it called? Always be hungry. Always be hungry. That means, now think about it for a second, because it's, in physical terms, it doesn't necessarily work. I mean, if I just finished a big meal, I don't feel like eating anymore. I have no more desire for food. I'm full. So how can I be hungry if I just ate? But mind play. When you apply mind play to the situation, that is possible. And what does that look like? I just did a big deal. Let's say I sell real estate. I just sold the house. Should you be happy? Yes, of course you should be happy. Should you feel accomplished? Yes. Should you be satisfied? No. No. What you need to say or feel, and this is the spiritual work, within this framework of mind play is, I haven't done anything yet. That's why the ancient sages explained we should never count things. Don't count your money, of course, unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't count your money. Don't count your blessings in that sense. You know, oh, I have this and I have that. I have that. No. Counting your blessings means to appreciate everything you have, but don't count them literally. No, never. Because counting creates limitation. Counting creates limitation. So when a successful person says, always stay hungry, it means whatever you do, whatever you feel you've accomplished, you must psych yourself into the idea that you haven't done anything yet. You haven't even begun. Now that takes work, especially in the beginning, because you need to focus, and one of the things we need to do is focus on the process, not on your results, regardless of what your results is. It is or it isn't. I did or I didn't. It went through, it didn't go through. I got, I didn't get. Makes no difference. Mind play. You can't allow it to make a difference in your mind, because also, if it didn't go through, that deal didn't go through, and you go down with it, your desire went down also. And that cannot happen, because you have to be hungry. Hunger is a metaphysical thing. Emotional hunger is desire. Desire is a blessing. One who has real desire, it's a blessing. Of course, that desire must include sharing. Desire can never be only me, only myself, okay, for myself. No. It must include sharing, it must include charity, it must include helping, maybe doing service, volunteering. That has to be part of the equation. It's one of the ways we expand our capacity is by giving and sharing of whatever it is that we do receive. But not to think that we've received, not to allow ourselves to become satisfied with what just happened. And all these other little tools on the way, not counting it, not considering it, staying focused on the process that I need to go through, continuing, not allowing myself to relax. That relies only on mind play, only on where your head is as far as whatever you think you accomplished goes. So you must psych yourself into, you know what? I've done nothing. The only thing I should consider is how it can motivate me to do more. What I'm telling you, again, can sound maybe for some of us a little bit strange, but this is the same rule, this is the same principle that every truly successful individual follows. And this is the only way for us to expand. It is the way we raise our thermostat, meaning our energetic thermostat, to be able to attract more. Think about it. If our vessel has a bottom, has a limit, then I'll only be able to receive according to the capacity of whatever I am. If it's a $200, a $400 a week, a $500 a week, only a relationship which only is a recreational relationship, I'm looking for more, but I don't necessarily have the vessel for that. I want to get married, not necessarily looking for that. This also works in health matters as well. We should never become focused and rely on only foods, only supplements, in other words, health is a way of life. If it's eating, it needs to be a way of life that continues, that's not happy with temporary results. Same idea. That's why diets never work. A diet can't work. Diet equals temporary. And that's why not only it doesn't work, there's a payback. That means after I've achieved results, I've felt satisfied with my results. What happens? It's short term. I go back to my old ways and I will gain a little bit more for interest. That's the interest. Why? Because I've actually lowered my capacity. I have not increased my capacity. How do we increase our capacity? Remember the rule. What's most important is what we do consistently, not what we do temporarily or from time to time. Imagine you go to the gym once or twice, and now, all of a sudden you see, wow, I've got muscle. No, it doesn't work that way. If you go consistently, you'll see your results that you're looking for. If you if you eat according to the way which is best for you, your body type, and so on, if you do it consistently, not on a diet, no. If you do it consistently, then you will see results. Consistently doesn't mean I'm looking this and I'm satisfied. I'm looking for this and I'm satisfied. I've achieved my goal and I'm satisfied. What's the goal? To lose 5 pounds? No, it's to be healthy. That's what it should be. It must have a long-term goal. And again, the same in any form of abundance, including finances and success. It's only about what I want and how I extend it, how I do not allow myself to be satisfied with whatever happens, up or down. No. I want long-term. It's about long-term. It's about I'm not satisfied. I always want more. I always desire to be hungry. And this is what we should ask for, to be hungry, because when we're hungry, nothing stands before our desire. And it's only that type of desire that with that we can accomplish just about anything. And we can also overcome just about any obstacle that may be standing in our way. It's there to challenge us, yes, but we can overcome it when we have the proper desire. Be blessed, guys, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. All the best.